the part of the presentation where I describe the literary devices. In my opinion, I found 3. There's probably more, but I don't know. I just couldn't find them. The first one that I'm going to read with y'all, and sorry if I'm looking away, I am looking at my screen reading. So, here we go. He appeared about 50 years of age, but with an aspect expressive of the greatest benevolence. A few gray hairs covered his temples, but those at the back of his head were nearly black. His person was short but remarkably erect, and his voice the sweetest I ever heard. In my opinion, this was imagery. I think it describes Mr. Waldman very well. When I read it, I feel like if I talked to him, I would hear his sweet voice, and I would just see his appearance, and I would see like how he was short, or how his gray hairs, and they went to black when it went down his back of his head. The next one would be, in my opinion, foreshadowing. Elizabeth was saved, but the consequences of this imprudence were fatal to her preserver. When we read this part of the book, it talked about when Elizabeth did get the scarlet fever and how the mother was not supposed to go see her. But the mother's anxiety was so bad because Elizabeth was her favorite child that she had to go see her. So, also the word fatal, it does mean death. So that's also a bit of foreshadowing. And if you kept reading, on the 3rd day, the mother did get sick and she did die from the scarlet fever. And the last one is amplification. And I will read this with y'all. They have acquired new and almost unlimited powers. They can command the thunders of heaven, mimic the earthquake, and even mock the invisible world with its own shadows. I thought this was amplification is because they didn't just stop with the word unlimited powers. They went into description about what the unlimited powers were and what they could do. And also, this is talking about like the philosophers that Victor read about that Mr. Kret thought was like so bad, but then Mr. Waldman was like, well, they're awesome. So, yeah, that's my part of the presentation.